Today on MTG Unpacked, we're taking a look at another of these Core Set 2020 Planeswalker decks. This time it is Yanling. So you can see we get the foil Yanling, Celestial Wind. Apologies for my pronunciation. Alright, so what do we get here? A deck box, 60 card deck, one 15 card booster pack. So they used to have two, but to cut costs, they're only including one these days. So this deck set me back $12.99 at my LGS. They're normally $14.99 back when they had the two packs. Good day strategy, insert two reference cards, and you can unlock the entire deck in MTG Arena. So that is going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And with me to do the pack blessings today, we have Jace. Because there is no Yanling Planeswalker Funko Pop, so we'll take care of that momentarily. And if you haven't already, you might want to go back, check out some of the other Planeswalker deck reviews we've done from this new set. So let's rearrange things, check out this card. Nice foiling on this one. We get Yanling. I don't know why I have trouble with that. Yanling. Celestial Wind. Legendary Planeswalker Yanling. 5 loyalty for 6 +1 until your next turn. Up to one target creature gets -5, -0. -3 return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. And -7 creatures you control with flying get +5/+5 until end of turn. So I'm thinking this is going to be a control deck. That's traditionally the archetype of the blue color. But we will wait and see. Okay, so let's get a nice look at the deck box here. Got the Planeswalker there. Very cool. So we'll dig into this. Okay, so what do we got? We got a pack that we will be blessing like so. We'll take a look at the deck momentarily. And hey, before you play, tells you a bit about playing the deck, some terms to know. So +1/+1 counters, flash and flying. So some info there about the Planeswalker. And what are Planeswalkers? So if you check this out, that'll tell you most of what you need to know about these cards. Alright, so then we'll go digging into the deck itself. And I'm going to be counting out the number of islands here. I think it's a mono blue deck. So let's see. And feel free to skip over this bit. I'm thinking there'll be about 25 islands. That seems to be about what they've been doing with these decks. Okay, we'll count them out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. That's 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 25 of those. Okay, now the deck itself. Dungeon Geists. Creature Spirit, 3/3 for 4. With flying, when it enters battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control Dungeon Geists. So, as you can see, this is a rare there from the gold color. So, next up we have another rare, Yanling's Harbinger. Creature bird, 2/4 for 5 with flying. When it enters battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Yanling. That is this one. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Okay, so you're going to be digging for that card if you don't have it in your opening hand. Get 2 of those. Riddlemaster Sphinx. And the Sphinxes are one of the weirder creatures in Magic. Creature Sphinx, 5/5 for 6 with flying. When it enters battlefield, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Alright. So that's part of control, making sure your opponent can't play their cards, which some people drives them absolutely up the wall and others love it. So leave a note in the comments which type of player you are. Are you somebody who likes to play control, or you absolutely hate it? Alright, next we have Air Elemental, so just a flyer there, mid-range. Frost Lynx, Elemental Cat, so you can tap target creature and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Brineborn Cutthroat. So we're going with the Merfolk Pirates here. You can flash this one in at any time. And whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Alright, so we get 2, 3 of those, and maybe another one. We shall see. Cloudkin Seer. We seem to have a bug here. A bit of a bug in the channel. Cloudkin Seer has flying when it enters the battlefield. Draw a card. Alright, so pop that down there. We get 1, 2, 3 of those. Air Elemental. Okay, so another one of those. Another Frost Link. So we're at 2 for each of those. Spectral Sailor. So this is a creature spirit pirate. 1/1 for a single blue. Has flash. You can pay 3 and a blue to draw a card. So that's another thing with control decks. They typically want to dig through their deck looking for certain pieces of their puzzle. We get another one of those. So we have 3. Warden of Evos Isle. So this one has flying, and creature spells with flying you cast cost 1 less to cast. So 2 of those. And this is a bird wizard. Who is a fan of bird wizards? Not an especially common type of creature, but still Celestial Messenger. So this is a bird spirit you can flash in, has flying, and it gets +1/+1 as long as you control a Yanling Planeswalker. Okay, so this one's probably very closely tied to this set. So we get 4 of those. Waterkin Shaman, Elemental Shaman. So whenever creatures with flying into the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And that's something else I should have pointed out. Blue and white are typically associated with the flying creatures, so you'll see that a lot as well. So 2, 3 of those. Unsummon. Here we have some control. Instant for a single blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand, which can drive your opponent up the wall. We get 3, 4 of those. Okay, complete playset. Next, Winged Words. So this spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a creature with flying. Lets you draw 2 cards. Very cool. So 2, 3 of those. And then we move on to the tip cards here. So we have Planeswalker Loyalty. Tells you about on your turn combat damage. So power and toughness. And let's see, there's a code here. So I'll be using the code to unlock the entire deck in MTG Arena. Looking forward to testing that out. And what do we got here? A bit about attacking and blocking, so you can check that out. And popular Magic formats, standard, booster draft, and commander. So which of these is your favorite format? Leave a note in the comments. I know a lot of people are going to pick commander, but I'm sure we have a lot of standard players as well. Alright, so let's move this stuff aside and crack our pack. We've got a Sorin on the cover here. So this is where you would hope to find some extra cards that you could add to your deck. So in this case we're looking for blue cards. See if we can get some nice pulls out of this one. Alright, so we have a Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, Inspired Charge, Moment of Heroism, Barony Vampire, Rabid Bite, Kilden Raider, Metropolis Sprite. Okay, so this one gets +1/-1 until end of turn when you pay a single blue. Has flying, so that could be useful. Murder, Pacifism, Ferocious Pup, and uncommons we have Gauntlets of Light, Noxious Grasp, Lightning Stormkin, and the rare is Field of the Dead. So this one, Field of the Dead, enters battlefield tapped. You can tap it for colorless mana. Whenever it or another land enters battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So this is not going to be terribly useful in this deck, but you could probably trade it with your friend who has the Sorin deck. Alright, so a Forest and a Chandra Awakened Inferno emblem. Very cool. I'll probably be using that at some point. Alright, so there we have it. That is the Yanling Planeswalker deck. Let me know what you think of this one. Are you planning to pick this up or maybe one of the others? And like I said, if you haven't checked out those other Planeswalker deck reviews, you might want to go back, have a look. We've got one more coming up, that is the Vivian deck that's in green, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new video is released. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.